Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Welcome back to the B&A Andrei Show, the only show that will make you say, fuck, I wish I was being torn apart by rabid dogs. How are you doing, my friend?
Okay, like, I don't know what to say. I don't wish to be... What? Dude, who wants to be torn apart by rabid dogs?
Well, according to the cultural elite of Britain, foxes do. That's what we're going to be talking about today.
Is their fetish?
Yes, it genuinely is. We're going to get into it.
Also, you said fuck in the first second of the...
Yeah, I did it again. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm never sorry. You've given me coffee. This was your mistake.
No, that's fine. It's fine. You know, sometimes you have to... sleep in the bed you lay.
Yes.
Or lay in the bed you sleep.
Or lay in bed and sweat yourself inside out until the poison comes out of your system.
Oh, you're talking about yesterday?
Yeah. So for those who aren't in the know, my voice might sound a bit weird. We were supposed to record this yesterday. I couldn't record this yesterday because on Saturday, I poisoned myself.
Yay.
Like a dumb shit.
You know, we poison ourselves every single time we go to the pub.
True, but normally in the morning you don't poison yourself again with something completely different. That's usually what you don't do.
No, that's autism. You do a shot every morning.
But that's the same thing, but something different. That's what I decided to do. So the story is, I woke up with a bit of a hangover Saturday morning, quite early, and I thought, Mrs. is asleep, a couple of paracetamol to take the edge off the headache, grab myself a cup of tea, a proper British wake-up. Instead, what happened was I opened the said paracetamol on the cover, I pulled out 2 tablets, didn't really look at the packaging they were in, and just swallowed them. Turns out they weren't paracetamol.
They were Mandy.
No, it was sertraline, which is close enough. Yeah, if you want to know what happened to me, Google what happens when you take a sertraline overdose, like if you double dose by accident, because that's basically what I did, because the 2 pills were 100 milligrams each. 200 milligrams
You want to tell people what sertraline is? Because not everybody
It's an
knows.
antidepressant, isn't it? Right. So they usually wean you onto those really slowly, starting at about 50 and then
when you
100.
when you build up creatine in your body, right? You do this thing where for about 14 days, you take a 10 milligram dose of creatine every single day. The normal dose is 5 milligrams. So you take 10 milligrams every day, so you build up your tolerance, and then you just go back into 5 milligrams daily, so you keep it up. So that's what you did. So you should be the happiest, jolliest person in the world right now, Billy.
Yeah.
You took the whole dose for the 14 days.
I spent 3 hours vomiting. I spent 3 hours vomiting whatever was on an empty stomach, I should point out, because I hadn't really eaten anything.
That's absolutely fine. You didn't waste food.
No, I did not waste food. I wasted bile.
I did think
blood,
you
possibly.
Thinner today. Like I did look at you and I'm like, oh, he's thinner. He lost weight.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to eat properly for 2 days. So.
That's nice. That's one way of doing that.
That being said, I managed to eat all right yesterday, and I'm feeling a bit better now, which is why I'm able to record, because otherwise you just hear me go, nah, like when I get weird nerve shocks from the sertraline leaving my system. If anyone's ever come off of antidepressants before, you'll know what I mean.
We should have done that episode.
Oh, what? How to not fuck up and take
No.
else's
We
meds.
should have just have you on sertraline.
I would just be ill and ever so mildly dozing off. It wouldn't be interesting to listen to. Watch possibly. Listen to no.
I would have made you know how some streamers have a camera on their pets.
Yes.
You would have been that. I would have been talking, and you would have been the camera on you.
It's just Billy sweating there, yeah.
And everybody, we're gonna made it live, and we could have been like, oh look, he's so cute, he's twitching.
It's like, is he dreaming? No, he's just freaking the fuck out.
Okay, cool. Enough silly.
Horrible poisonings, which made me feel like I needed to piss constantly for 6 hours. Anyway. We're talking about something much worse, which is, fox hunting. Have you, how familiar are you with the British concept of fox hunting?
Oh, no, since I came here, they gave me the hat, the little jacket. As soon as I entered the country, we fox hunt quite regularly, sir. No, I'm not very familiar. I know it happened. I know royalty done it for the longest time, and probably still do. Mm-hmm. Charles?
Yeah, well, not sure about Charles. It's hard to get a photograph of the king just, doing stuff without 50 million bodyguards with guns. So it's...
They're doing the hunting for him. That's why he has them.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure, because I know that people hunt foxes in, all over the world for various sort of reasons, pelts and whatever. The British way of doing it is very, very specific, and that's why we're going to talk about it, because it's a very British thing to have invented. by which I mean it's fucking ridiculously cruel.
I mean,
it's cruel, and it's basically...
You guys are known for like, doing cruel things, as in, invading the whole world, and then voting in a government that doesn't do anything. So you're used to doing cruel things, Anna.
This is true. However, you will find the same sort of cavalier disregard applies to foxes as well as people that we conquered. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. So it's a very, very British kind of hunting tradition. Like, if you're an American or if you're a European, hunting stuff, you usually hunt for, like, food, right?
Yeah.
Food, big game trophies, that kind of thing.
I respect Americans. Like, their whole policies on guns is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But I respect those men that go and deer hunt, deer hunt, and then they take the deer and they make it into sausage, and it's good meat. It's good meat. I respect that.
From a culinary perspective, I do respect it, and
but not fox hunting when you don't even keep the pelts, probably.
No. Fox hunting basically has there's no, like, at the end of it, there's no goal. The goal is you've caught the fox. That's it. For the rest of it, like, they don't use the pelt for anything. They don't use the meat for anything.
I mean, eating fox.
You can't eat fox meat. It's too fucking gamey and stringy, and it's like might cause myxomatosis or something. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't eat fox for a specific reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. So instead, what we have, instead of like single individuals going out with a rifle to take out a deer, bring it back, make it into food. Instead, we have a bunch of wealthy assholes in posh coats with trumpets, funny hats, horses, and a huge pack of dogs.
Yeah.
All to catch, and I mean like a huge pack of dogs. I'm talking like 20, 30. All to catch one fox, which is running away through the woods. This is their idea of fox hunting.
I mean, what's even the end game? Like, because there isn't an end game. Because there's
there is an end game.
There is an end game.
There's an end game. The fox gets fucking murdered. That's what. No, happens.
But I mean, like, what's the enjoyment of watching a small animal being torn apart by dogs?
You'd have to ask them. They are the rural landowning class for the most part, or at least that's what they call themselves. They're like, they live out on large tracts of land for which they use to hunt foxes. They just call it a bit of fun. I don't really understand it, frankly. Like,
well, what's fun about that?
I don't know. Like people say, oh, we'll just get the dog. We're getting the dogs out. We're giving a run. Like stuff like that. Well, yeah, you can walk your dogs, man.
You can buy a bow.
Yeah, you can just walk your dogs.
Paint the ball red.
Yeah, throw several. You got a lot of dogs. Throw several balls. It's not too.
They invented
to
this thing. I don't know if you've seen dog owners now.
Yeah.
On the beach, the one with the stick and has the thing at the end, and then you just throw the ball and
launches it. Yeah.
It just launches it. Just get one of those.
Just get one of those, man.
Put a tail on the ball, not on the dog. It's not.
You can even dress the ball up as a fox. You know?
Yeah.
And the dogs would be fine with it. They'd be completely fine with it.
Oh my god! Here's a fucking idea.
What?
Build a catapult, a mini catapult, right? And
then you put these rich people on the catapult. Yes.
No, I wasn't going in that direction. Okay. But that's not a bad shot. But what I'm saying is build a catapult, right? And in this catapult, you take a big, sort of fluffy ball, red ball, with a tail on it, and catapult it.
Yeah.
And let the dog go for it.
Yeah, and then they bring it back to you. That's the clever thing. And then you can do it again.
Maybe. They bring it back to you, maybe. Depends how good your catapult is.
The point is, rich people and poor people have a very different idea of how to entertain their dogs, it seems. Yeah, the people who support it have always made fucking excuses for it. Like, it keeps fox populations down, which it does, and also protects farmers, which it doesn't. At the end of the day...
I'm pretty sure farmers can protect themselves.
Farmers are pretty good at protecting themselves. They've got their own dogs and shit. And at one point, the fox population in the UK was so low, we had to ship them in from Europe. So it's not really...
Just like the monarchy.
Yeah, literally. Oh, we've run out of foxes. I mean, kings. Can we have one? Can we borrow yours? Yeah, so eventually, because of the massive environmental problems and the huge, cultural protests that were taking place against it, it was banned. It was banned in 2004. The problem is there's been no increase in the fox population since then. So... either, this all bullshit about we're keeping the fox population down wasn't true, or they're still doing it.
I mean, in the area we live, there's so many bloody foxes.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. That's because it's an urban area. These are guys who hunt in rural areas. So
what Well, they can. No. Shouldn't give that stupid idea.
Yeah, 85% of the country thinks that it should be illegal. That everyone wants to keep this fox hunting ban. Theresa May was talking about overturning it a few years ago, and the protests were pretty fucking big because when the Tories run out of ideas to impress the public, the first thing they go to is, let's torture more small furry animals. Literally, that's all they've got.
They can do that in Comic-Cons. I don't understand why they have to go.
I know, right? With consent as well.
Yeah, they will fucking love that.
Yeah, like, you know, those furries, they like the abuse, man.
Yeah,
like,
so like, why would you do that?
Stick some dogs on me, daddy. Ooh, ooh. I want to cringe out of my fucking skull for saying that.
Dude, you said it.
I know. It just fell out.
I fought it, but you said it, so it's fine. It's okay, as long as I don't look weird in this episode. I don't enjoy it.
Oh, this is going to be a lot to be saying very, very weird shit, but
okay, cool.
Not as weird as what these people actually are when you think about it. So the idea of like fox hunting, like as it is today, is kind of old, like obviously, because like the first recorded thing of it was like the 1500s. Basically, it was just a farmer using his dogs, like a big pack of dogs, to keep foxes off his property. Which is fair. That's your livestock. You need you need your chickens to survive.
Foxes, I'm not sure if foxes have rabies, but I'm pretty
sure they do carry rabies sometimes. Yeah.
So
and also they fucking love chicken, so they will steal the fuck out of your chickens if you own chickens.
I love chicken as well.
Yeah, I would really love to get some chickens.
I love something in common with foxes. I would love some chicken.
I would love to get some chickens, but because I know how many foxes are around here, I would have to like build a steel fucking cage that would be like impossible to.
But you know they will dig underneath your.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have to get like box section and make spikes that go deep into the ground so it can't burrow underneath it. Yeah, and it'll be a pain in the ass, but it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it to get those fucking eggs.
Fresh eggs
every morning.
But don't bring eggs at work, please. As discussed.
I'm literally going to. I'm going to bring you fresh eggs at work. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, are you going to come at my job with fresh eggs?
I'm going to show up. I was like, Andrei, I brought your eggs.
I work in a fucking restaurant, dude.
I know, it's going to weird people out. It's going to be great. And no one's going to have any context for it. Just like, Andrei, I bring you eggs.
Have you seen this thing? I saw it yesterday. I went food shopping in Lidl, right? And you had the normal eggs, the really cheap eggs, which is like that box of...
Yeah, the tiny ones, yeah.
Yeah, they called mixed eggs, because there's one big one in a whole box, so... But on top shelf, right, sort of eye level, because they would like you to buy it, it says fresh golden yolk eggs, British golden yolk eggs. I was looking at it, I'm like, I think I'm gonna buy these because I'm just curious, how is this different than a normal egg? Then I looked at the price and I'm like, wait a minute, £5 for 6 eggs.
That's a lot.
I'd rather not.
That's a lot for eggs, man.
With
you can get duck eggs for less than that.
With £2.80, I bought 15 eggs because I'm a poor motherfucker, so I'm not gonna spend so much money on those eggs. If you would have something in them, like cocaine.
I have... Sorry, that's the last of the poison coming out. What?
I don't know.
Cocaine eggs? Yeah. Are you going to try and genetically infuse eggs?
So no, you give cocaine to the chickens.
Ah, right.
So they're cocaine eggs.
I see. No, okay, right. We'll talk about this off stream.
Business ideas with Andrei.
It's their usually crime. So the first recorded like instance of someone actually hunting a fox with dogs was in like 1534 or something. It got picked up by the nobility a bit later because like they basically saw the peasants doing this and went,
that looks quite fun.
That looks kind of fun. That looks like a bit of a laugh, that. And they decided to sort of make it part of their thing. Then, in the late 1800s, it became sort of the formalized club system that we've got still today, where you get, like, every area has its own hunting club, where the most annoying twats in the entire area go and meet up. They put on their little hats. They wear the red coats, so they look like fucking, Victorian soldiers.
So the hunting clubs, right? Because I worked in a sort of country pub, British country pub, right? And we had now and again this group of lads, which were like 10 of them, and they all had sort of with those tweed
trousers,
and the jackets, and they were all hunters, right? But they will bring us a lot of duck.
Oh, really?
Like wild duck that they're like, oh, I have in my boot, which was a Land Rover, obviously. I have in my boot about 10 ducks. Would you care for some? And I'm like, we don't want to pay for them. He's like, no, just give us a round of drinks, please. And I'm like, cool, 10 ducks for £40.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the chefs would cook some amazing shit out of it.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and it was like today's special, freshly caught duck.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Like,
and with a side of lead. Because they shoot them with
Yeah,
pellets.
they shoot them with the guns, yeah.
So every time we bring it to the table, you're like, oh, so this duck terrine is just from across the river. Also, be careful when you chew it because you might get lead in it.
Still lead shot somewhere.
You still get the same thing with pheasant, right? Fresh pheasant.
Yeah.
Always comes with a note saying might contain lead, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I used to buy from a farmer's market which did freshly shot pheasant from like the forest, and it was just like really, really good meat, but also like occasionally you just hear clink as it was roasting because like the lead pellet would fall out of the wing or something. You're like,
or
shit.
the worst part is when you chew a terrine or whatever, a piece of like pheasant breast, and then you have to chew so carefully so you don't bite into the lead, so you don't break a crown on your teeth. It's hilarious.
Thinly slice your pheasant, guys. If you're cooking pheasant, slice it thinly. That way, if you do have any lead in it, you'll see it before you eat
you'll
it.
blunt your knife.
You'll blunt your fucking knife, yeah. Also, use a sharper knife. This isn't what we're really talking about because they come home with some food. And they're giving it to
also
you.
they're doing it because they're culling,
culling,
the duck population, because apparently we have a problem with ducks.
Probably because we hunted all the foxes. That's the problem. This kind of shit always fucks up the ecosystem in some way, and foxes do love hunting ducks, so it's kind of these things sort of spiral out. Britain just sort of like hunted a lot of animals to extinction, wolves being a notable example.
Yeah,
and I think we might have had bears at one point. I think they got eradicated as well, but so. The problem, the reason that all this like hunting stuff like with foxes became formalized is because, you know, shooting deer was actually really difficult, and
it actually took effort and skill.
It actually took effort, and also the nobility class had hunted deer populations to the point where they were running out as well. So there's a small, like, Britain's deer population is not massive. You know, it's still kind of low because they were hunted by rich people all their lives, like for hundreds and hundreds of years. But also, like, Industrial Revolution basically carved off a lot of bits of land, those squares you see from space now.
Yeah.
So once, like, all the fences were built, then, you know, deer couldn't really roam around, just cratered.
Yeah.
British love fucking up the countryside, man. We're really good at it.
Yeah. You're professionals. But it looks really nice from space.
Yeah, it really does look nice from space. And on Google Earth for, like, all 5 seconds before, you know, the climate collapse. Anyway. A bunch of whole like social clubs sort of emerged around fox hunting. Like it became like a local chapter, kind of like a, you know, like a fraternity or a bike gang, basically. Everyone would bring their own horses. They'd like, you know, have little cookouts and then they would go off and they would take a bunch of dogs and they would set the dogs through the woods to find a fox, tear its fucking throat out, and then they would go home laughing.
Okay, it's funny how you said it's like a bike gang, but
kind
gayer,
is.
but gayer.
Very gayer, yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot of bikers are very gay, but
for them. But they don't look gay from the outside.
No, but they were one of the first groups of people to accept the gay community because a gay biker is still not a guy you want to fuck with.
I like that.
It's true. Rob Halford, come on. But yeah, these social clubs emerged, and it wasn't just the rural people doing it anymore. It was like rich town people as well. It was like, you know, industrialists and new money and shit like that. That was all getting into it. And it became like a proper old boys club. The longest running hunting club, it's like they just call it The Hunt because like it comes around every year. But the longest running hunt has been going from since when? Can you guess?
1520?
Close. 1668.
16. Well, when did the Industrial Revolution start? 1800s, right?
The Industrial Revolution was like 1760 onwards. But yeah,
so we're literally right before.
Yeah. It's been this whole tradition goes back, you know, so long that when you were growing up in England, you basically sort of got used to it in a way. Like you just like, oh yeah, because when I was a kid, you know, I would watch the news and they were talking about banning this thing, and so I saw lots of footage of, you know, just guys with horses and trumpets going brr, 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 and then like dogs chasing through woods and stuff, and you never actually saw them catch foxes because that would be too graphic to put on TV.
Yeah,
but you know, there was lots of back and forth and BBC style centrism about the whole thing. It's like, oh well, these people think it's just a bit of fun. These people think that actually killing animals is kind of fucked up.
I mean, killing animals in an unhumane ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a quick death, you know? It spends the last few hours of its life being fucking terrified, running through trying to, like, you know, get to some sort of safe ground. And then
there's no safe ground because
no safe ground.
Dogs and they can hunt and
yeah, and if they go underground, they've got smaller dogs that will rat it out, you know? It's they plan this stuff very well. They're very, very efficient and skillful at tearing the shit out of like tiny baby animals.
Wow.
Also, they tend to do fox hunting during cub season. So a lot of the ones that get torn up are babies, very, very small, like foxes, because they can't. You know,
That's
they're
so
smaller.
nice.
Yeah,
I'm so happy you're keeping this so fun.
Yeah. Anyway, most European countries actually banned this in like the 1930s or something because they were like looking at these like toffs on fucking horseback, like riding around pretending to have swords and going, this is a bit like, you know, 18th century, 19th century for us. Fuck this.
It's a bit medieval and we grew out of this.
Yeah, like, you know, we've had the First World War, you know, stuff is more, you know, serious now. We're taking this world seriously and we're making sure that no war will ever happen again. So in 1934, most countries banned it, including Nazi Germany, funnily enough.
Wow, if the Nazi banned something and you're still doing it?
Yeah. Hitler loved animals, man.
Oh, he did actually.
He really loved animals, so fox hunting was banned there. The UK didn't ban it until 2005.
Yeah.
2005, and there was a big fucking hoo-ha about it as well. Like I said, it was like my two like main news memories, like three actually. It's the Good Friday Agreement, 9/11, obviously, and the fox hunting ban. That was like the three news stories that were constantly like in my, you know, on the TV when I was a kid. That and the MMR vaccine, but I was a bit too young for that. But yeah, and Tony Blair, who put forward the ban and sort of basically forced it through, later went on to say that he regretted it because he's a massive prick. He said if he had power again, he would actually remove the hot fox hunting ban.
But what's his gain? I mean, probably he got paid to say that afterwards.
Tony Blair is he has a suit filled with money. And that money hates you. The money is evil and it hates you. That's Tony Blair's entire existence. He is like a cipher. He exists to draw power from, you know, other people despite having no charisma or no real ability.
Did he actually do anything notable?
Not really. Honestly, like, you know, in terms of, you know, big steps forward for the British people, not really.
Do you remember when...
fox hunting was one of the best things he did.
I'm going back to Tony Blair. I'm sorry. I'm just going on a rant, right? Remember when Jamie Oliver went to the schools and tried to force children to have...
I was those children, Andrei. I was those children.
Well, that wasn't a bad concept, not a bad idea, giving you proper nutrition.
Yeah, they didn't give us proper nutrition. What they did was they took away the crisps and chocolate and they gave us nothing. Nothing that we could afford anyway. Yeah, all of a sudden the school food prices jumped up to the point where I couldn't afford them if I fucking wanted to.
So, wait, explain this to me. Your cafeteria, you have to pay for the food that's in the cafeteria if you want it. I mean, your parents.
Yeah.
So, what's the point of that? Wouldn't it be easier to just
give
pack
free
lunch
food
or pack of lunch?
Well, that's what I did. But, you know, if I wanted, you know, chocolate or whatever, you know...
You just go to the corner shop and get some chocolate.
Yeah, I didn't have money, dude. Like, but you have to bear in mind, like, you know, I know I was like 12 or something. I didn't have a job yet. I didn't have any like income.
What do you mean you didn't have a job at 12? I thought this country is all about child labor.
It is, but when you're a grammar school boy, they expect you to not. So, also, like all the other there's only like, you know, you can't all do a paper round.
This the big issue, man. Wasn't it around? Just sit in the square.
Yeah, steal from the mouths of homeless people. Steal from the mouths.
If somebody it's not from the UK, doesn't know what the big issue is. Big issues is ex-convicts that are getting paid about 50p per paper sold or something.
It's not just ex-cons, man. It's like any homeless person, really.
Well, most of them they're ex-cons.
Yeah, quite a lot of them are because that's, you know, one of the things that makes it really difficult to get a job.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, being a former drug addict means no one's going to fucking hire you. It really sucks. You know?
Yeah.
The stigma is still there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tony Blair was a massive prick. He said that he should have kept fox hunting in place because he disagrees with the ethics of the ban, mostly because he likes the suffering of people who are lesser than him. See also the Iraq War.
Yeah.
The problem is he also didn't really enforce it very much when the law became a law. The enforcement was lax, shall we say. Probably because it's done by rich people, and rich people get away with shit. So did they stop when the hunting ban came in? Do you think, Andrei? Do you think they stopped hunting with the
Yeah, of course, they dropped their guns down. They retired all the dogs, gave them to good families. They brought the horses to glue faction. No, they didn't stop. Of course they didn't stop. Like,
No.
I could tell you this exactly.
No, like every rich cunt, when you tell them to stop doing something, because the law was you cannot hunt a fox or other small animal with dogs, right? But what if they weren't hunting a real fox, you see? Okay? What they did was they would get, like, fox urine, and they would lay a trail, and I'm saying that with massive air quotes for those of you who can't see me. They laid a trail for the dogs to follow, and it's just like a practice run. They're just going through the woods with a huge pack of dogs who are sniffing out something that they want to rip apart, and they go through the woods following the fake trail, and then at the end of it, they all have a picnic, and nothing bad happens to any of the animals.
I thought you were going in the other direction where they dressed a small child in a fox costume and he was at the end of the trail. The kids was like, oh, look at my costume. Yeah, that's...
Oh, don't give them ideas, man. They're like, if it was the Victorian era, they would still do that.
How else do you keep the poor man?
Exactly.
How else?
How else do you get rid of those damn chimney sweeps?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, please, sir. They said if they wear this costume, I could have another bowl of gruel today. So they call it trail hunting now. Can you see any problems with this concept?
It's in the woods. Foxes live in the woods.
Yeah.
And dogs will not stay on trail.
No, they will not. Funnily enough, it's
Oh
actually...
no, my dog got an actual fox this time.
Oh no, I thought we were following the fake trail, Andrei. We've been going for 6 hours. I thought that the trail was just up ahead. They couldn't tell me where the trail was.
Because the dogs don't speak English. This is, I'm telling you, problem with foreign dogs coming to this country, taking local dogs' jobs.
I got this image of this fox, of this dog, just looking at this other Polish dog, and the Polish dog is working way harder to get the fox than him. And he's like, I'm so jealous of that guy. What a bastard.
He gets to play with all the bitches tonight. Because get it? Because
he's got the... Yeah,
dogs are bitches.
Such a bad joke. Okay.
It's so funny.
It's too early for this in the morning, man. It's too early for this.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault recording in the morning. This time.
Ow. But basically the foxes get killed accidentally, and everyone who is asked about this, because I watched a whole bunch of documentaries and stuff on what the people who actually do fox hunting think about it when they're not wearing masks and threatening to shoot you if you get too close to them. A lot of the fox hunting guys are very, very violent if you try and approach them while they're hunting. They don't like being filmed while they're doing it, probably because they know what they're doing is illegal.
I mean, you don't. This is one-on-one on crime business.
Yeah,
you don't write it down, you don't get recorded, and you don't get filmed. It's crime one-on-one. They have a good crime lawyer. Good for them.
To be fair, they got very, very good lawyers. We'll get to that. Basically, people just kept hunting. Some of them just intentionally said that, yes, I am fox hunting. We are doing this in protest of this ban because we think this ban is unjust. So they just did it. The police didn't stop them, so they just did it.
Was the police were hunting with them, probably?
Probably. I mean, plus it's rural areas. There's 4 coppers there. What are they going to do?
Well, the cop is the mayor and the firefighter, probably.
Yeah, literally. It's all just one guy. British villages can be like that. If there's a lot more clear evidence of illegal activity, sometimes people get done for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the law is enforced. If there was one last year, I think, where they were digging up the burrows of foxes, which you're only doing that if you're hunting a live fox, dude. You're not you're not doing that to follow a fake trail.
Yeah.
You can't really use your smoke and mirrors bullshit there. So if you get caught doing shit like that, you can get prosecuted. It's usually a fine.
Oh.
Can you see the problem with this?
I mean, rich people being fined, that's...
Yeah, it's is it £1,000? I'll just put that in my... I got that in the glove box.
It's exactly like the one with, when Michael Jordan wore his red sneakers and the NBA wanted to ban his red sneakers. So he's like, how much is the fine? And it's $1,000 per game. And Nike, which produced his Air Jordans, are like, okay, we'll pay that.
Yeah.
Just keep on wearing your Air Jordans.
Isn't it Nestle or something got done caught doing child slavery?
Nestle.
Yeah.
Fuck Nestle. I'm so sorry. It's so hard to get away from that company because they own fucking everything. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on a rant. So it's so hard to get away from that company But that company is the most evilest company of this fucking planet. They literally sell you tap water. They literally take fresh water from places that they need fresh water so they can fucking sell it, right? They are so fucking evil. And in Africa, everything that is under the moniker of Nestle, which is made in Africa, is basically slavery.
Yeah.
They need to go into that company and just fucking destroy them. And the biggest problem with Nestle is because they're fucking everywhere. I try to avoid buying shit from Nestle, but fuck me is hard because they own everything. And as soon as you buy something, you're like, oh, this is not Nestle, this is okay. It's a fucking company owned by Nestle, which is not under their umbrella. I'm so sorry.
No, that was a good rant, dude. That's a great rant.
I'm just stopping there.
I know, I 100% agree. Fuck
I
Nestle.
hate them. Like,
and also, fuck having all our food owned by like 2 companies. Fuck that.
It's about 3.
Oh, is it 3? I forgot. Sorry. Like,
But the
I
thing
assume
is,
they
it's
just
like
merged.
they're so good at the smoke and mirrors. This big ass fucking corporation.
Yeah, because they got fined like $200-something million for doing child
That's
slavery.
nothing.
That's nothing to them.
That's nothing to them.
They wipe their teeth
When you
with
make
that.
fucking trillions of dollars a year, because this probably goes up to trillions because there's so many companies. If you go up to trillions, 200 million means fuck all.
Yeah, it's like finding
Absolute
Elon
fuck
Musk
all.
$1 billion. What the fuck is it? It's just like,
You
yeah,
know
there you go.
how fines should be calculated? I was thinking about this the other day. Right?
Percentage.
No, not percentage. I mean, like, you know, banks, right?
Yeah,
and there's banks doing some dodgy shit with interest and whatever. Look at how much profit they made in the last year. Find them that.
Yeah.
Find them a whole year of profits.
Yeah.
Do the same thing with Nestle. All of a sudden, from those fines, fucking reinvest in police force that can fucking monitor them. Not police force, because fuck America, because they probably don't. But I'm talking about
Like an army of lawyers. An army of...
and then just let them loose, because there are good lawyers in America, right? They just fight corporations that kind of build these monarchies of, because they're monarchies at this
Basically,
point,
yeah.
because they're just giving it to each other.
There's companies everywhere, man. Like, they run like monarchies.
It's basically a monarchy because just one family owns it, right? Just find the fuck out of them. And there's companies that go out and look all the wrongdoings they did and then find people to actually be witnesses for them so they can sue them and take fucking everything from them. We need that.
I think what they should have done after 2008, man. They should go in there and it's like, all right, you know, fuck you. Actually, we're just going to own part of you now, and we're going to make sure you're not going to do child slavery. And maybe if you don't do child slavery for 5 years, maybe we'll give you a company back.
Yeah.
Until
but
then,
you know what's going to happen?
You belong to us. You know?
No. But you know what's going to happen there? If you go and you take over a company, they open another company.
Yeah, true.
Because they already have stupid amounts of profits.
Yeah,
they
already have shell companies.
They already
put
bank and
more diversions.
just another shell company. It's like, this is competition, but it's not fucking competition.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start another thing. Oh god.
Sorry.
Sorry. Fuck big business, man. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, other evil cunt. So yeah, even though like the last hunting season, I think about like 20 people got arrested for fox hunting. There are over 100 illegal hunts a year. 100.
Yeah.
So
that's
a low ball as well. We don't know how many actually exist, but that's the ones who are like advertised as, you know, trail hunting or whatever. It's the thing is, it's not just like I want to make this about the animals because, you know, that foxes are part of the ecosystem. They're small, they're cute, they're fuzzy. It's not just about like that. These guys also cause a fuckload of social harm whilst they're doing their hunting shit, because it's not uncommon for like hunts to go through villages. Like little villages, and if you've ever been to a sleepy little English village, having a bunch of toffs with fucking trumpets and horses show up can really fuck up people's day. Lots of people complain about the horse guys when they're around, just because they make a lot of noise, shout, and smash shit up. It's kind of similar to what David Cameron used to do with his mates at restaurants in London.
Did he actually been such a big cunt?
Oh, yeah. He was part of a dining club that used to go out to expensive restaurants, be loud, get drunk, smash things up, and then just pay it all off because they were so rich. They used to do it to flex on people, basically. Just say, I'm so rich, I'll just pay for it. Fuck you, you know?
Well, you wouldn't just start banning people.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure people did, but like they would just, you know, use money or whatever. They were just paid lots and lots of money to get back into places. Yeah. You know, I mean, if I was a pub owner around there, I would extort that shit for fucking years. I would be like,
actually, you know, the mug you just smashed, that was like 600 quid.
Yeah, actually, that's a Ming vase, bitch.
Yeah. It's a Ming Dynasty vase.
Somehow you've broken all 10 of my priceless Ming vases and Fabergé eggs.
Yeah, just pay me millions.
Pay me fucking millions, you little cunt.
And then sue him.
Yeah, and then use the money to, like, you know, take the rest of his money. Clever. So this is why you're like, the crime boss, man.
I'm not the fucking...
You could do so much crime if you like put your
I don't want
mind
to
to
do crime, Billy. I want to speculate about crime, but I don't want to do crime. I don't want to be caught.
Hopefully you don't want to do this crime.
This pretty face in jail, can you imagine that? Stop
I'm
imagining. Stop imagining it.
Careful what you wish for, buddy.
I will have no chance. Andrei, why are you in jail? I speculated about crime. Oh, you're my bitch now.
I actually did a crime. Do you want me to help you do your crime better? No.
No, hold my pocket.
So yeah, there's been about 485 reports of illegal activity from fox hunters, about 40 witness killings of foxes every year, about 300 reports of antisocial behaviour in rap by just villagers, like people just like seeing these guys going, what the fuck? Only a tiny handful of these people, of course, get arrested. Very few of those people get convicted, and when they do, it's basically just a slap on the wrist. It's a fine. And there's no jail time. There's no risk of that.
Well, they should just ban trail hunting now, because at the end of the day, it's like it's something that I get it. It's sort of part of British culture at this point, because it is.
So is racism and putting children to work in small factories. Sometimes we've got to get over that shit.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I get it when probably some people bring that argument to the table.
Oh, they always do, yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's part of our culture. Yeah, but also is imperialism, so...
It's also fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the sort of person who enjoys the stuff, like, just chasing down small, scared animals with massive packs of dogs, then, what kind of person are you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right? Trail hunting is fine, but...
Has to be the scent of rich people.
No, it has to be a rich person every single time. So you cover a rich person in fox urine, right? I know they did movies about shit like this. But just leave him in the forest and just send the dogs.
I know.
Send the dogs. And
Release the dogs.
And if he survives, the guys that hunt him have to give all their fortune to this one dude. And it changes every year the dude that it is. We either get rid of rich people, or we're going to make somebody really fucking rich that's really fucking fast.
Just the guy with the most aggressive dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
While I was researching this, I was just like watching a bunch of documentaries on the BBC and whatever. And there was a comment that was under basically every single documentary I watched. I think it's actually kind of like apropos. Just to sort of put this in context. If it was, instead of rich, pompous cocksuckers on horses and like pretty young blondes like hopping along behind them, because the girls get in on this as well. Don't think the women are out of this. They're not. It's an old boys club, but there's a lot of women in there as well. And if you look at these people, and you replace the image with, instead of a rich cocksucker on a horse, you've got a couple of lads with tracksuits on BMX from the local council estate hunting foxes with their staffies. All of a sudden, it's a very different picture. That shit would get banned in 5 minutes.
Yeah, the staffies will have no fucking chance. Have you ever seen a staffy run?
That's true.
Staffies are basically big-ass cats. Big-ass fat cats. That's what staffies are. That's why I want a staffy. I want a staffy as well.
They're lovely dogs. They're really well behaved if you like train them.
Oh,
right.
They're amazing. They're so loving.
Yeah, they're great with kids as well. That's the thing.
Yeah,
they get like a bad
kids.
Reputation, but
yeah,
still.
they love kids. They eat them for breakfast, lunch.
But if it...
Did you just realize what I
said? Yeah. I was trying to think of my next point, and you just like snuck that one under the radar.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I do that.
But yeah, if it was a bunch of like chavs looking on quad bikes, with staffies, this would be a whole different thing. They would call it barbarianism. They would try and have it banned. They would have it banned like years ago.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
Instead, because it's a thing that rich people do, people tend to just sort of gloss over it and say, oh, it's part of the culture. It's part of the culture. It's like, yeah, but you know what? So is smoking weed to Jamaicans, and that's still illegal.
Smoking weed is not illegal anymore. Technically.
It's just unenforced, right? It's basically the same as fox hunting. It's unenforced.
So,
law.
here's the devil advocate.
Oh,
right?
God. Okay. Advocate for the murder of small, fluffy red animals, please.
If they can, what would stop them to start enforcing the weed ban? If they start enforcing that one really hard.
Well, this is this slight problem where good things are good and bad things are bad. You see, having weed legalized is a good idea. Killing small furry animals isn't a good idea, you see? The cost benefit outweighs.
I don't know, Billy.
I mean, the only benefit to, letting these people carry on hunting is that, they wear those red coats and it makes them a really easy target for an air rifle. But besides that, there really is like no point. I mean, if I wanted to, it'd be like if you wanted to cull old people in a country and all you'd have to do was randomly sink cruise ships.
Wow, dude, that went sideways. That went.
It's true, though.
It's not a bad idea, but that went sideways.
It's the same idea. I think I nicked it from Bill Burr, but it's the same idea. Like, you just, if you wanted to, get rid of the rich people in this country, all you have to do is just randomly mine the land where they're, chasing foxes around. Just put a few landmines down, and the problem will solve itself.
Yeah, either that or get rid of dogs.
The thing is, the dogs, they're just there, man. They're just dogs, They're
just living their best lives. In their idea, that's what they were bred for.
Yeah, that's
they're
basically
just
what
living
they've
their
been bred
best
for,
lives. They're like, fuck yeah, we're running today.
Yeah, it's a running day. We go out to, the dogs have fun with it. I mean, of course they are. They're dogs. They don't know any better. But the people on horses who hit anyone trying to take a photo of them with sticks, those people do know better. There's not going to be any sort of big change in this for a while.
I don't think it's going to change for a very long time.
Probably not.
Because there's too many rich cunts in power.
There is, and they will remain in power until we get rid of money, basically, because that's just how money works. But
I mean, here's an idea. And I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself at this point, but I think I'm repeating myself at this point. How about we just tax the fuck out of them? Stop paying the government employees, as in the men in parliament, the men in the house. Stop paying them proper salaries. Give them minimum wage for the hours they actually work. Stop giving them discounts in their little local pub.
Yeah.
Or whatever that place is called.
Oh yeah, the place with the the very British booze, which is entirely foreign. Yeah.
Exactly. Stop just paying them minimum wage. And you're gonna see the whole fucking country, all the fucking people in power, all of a sudden they're gonna be paid minimum wage. You're gonna see the minimum wage skyrocket.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally.
And then they will actually actively work on improving the economy so the minimum wage can skyrocket.
Yeah, they'll be paid by the hour.
Exactly.
They'll work
and then
extra
start
hours.
Charging all the big corporations. They're gonna leave because they're not gonna want to pay our taxes. They're gonna leave, and then small businesses will come in, and we're gonna have the UK Amazon.
No, it'd be really nice. We'll even give them unsocial hours benefits, like they took away from us.
Exactly. So how about we just make it really nice and good for everybody?
Make MPs pay by the day, paid by the hour. That's a great fucking
minimum wage.
Minimum wage by the hour.
What? It's 12.12 now, or what is
something
it?
like that. I don't know.
12.40, whatever it is. And just get them paid that by the hour.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it'll be £22 an hour.
all of a sudden it's going to be £22 an hour, so that means everybody's fucking wage is going to go up.
Everyone's wages go up, everyone gets more money, Just a better economy. So, okay, the fox hunting thing, it's kind of stuck at the moment. There's a move to ban trail hunting. That's probably not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
There are some MPs speaking out about the fact that, none of these fucks get prosecuted in any sort of significant way. There's push to change the laws, make it more strict. What I'm more interested, though, is how people are trying to stop it on the ground. So,
Mines?
No, they haven't got landmines. Probably for the best. That shit would be very illegal, and I do not condone their use of landmines to stop hunts. Just in case there was any confusion there. So yeah, anti-hunting action. It's been going on basically since the 1960s. People have been committed to this. It's a generational. One of the guys who does hunt saboteuring, sabbing as they call it. What he said, it's actually kind of a family tradition for us now to go out and stop these fuckers, just like it's a family tradition for them to go and fox hunt. So
I'm happy to see somebody's having fun.
Well, it's a good weekend if you like annoying rich people, and these people very much do. So here's how they. And some things that possibly someone out there who disagrees with the concept of setting packs of dogs on small helpless animals, here's some things that you can do to sort of slow them down and annoy them. Firstly, you got to follow them. You got to follow the hunt. You work out where it starts. You show up at the same time they do. Take photos of them while they're having their morning coffee and the little cakes on the little stand. Because they always bring little cakes with a little fucking stand.
I love the little cakes on the little stand.
Posh cunt. Then you film them. Get your phone, get camcorders, get whatever. Film them. See if you can get their faces. Obstruct pathways. They do this a lot. Form human chains along gateways so they can't pass through. Blocking routes in other ways, like sometimes felling trees in front of... Not felling trees, but rolling logs in front of, pathways, hiding things, that kind of thing. This is a fun one. Distracting the dogs.
What, you take little fuzzy things and they're like, come here, boy. Come here, boy.
The dogs are actually trained to respond to the sound of the hunting horn. That shit, right?
Yeah.
That's why they have it. It's a symbol okay, the fox isn't here, we're calling the dogs to us. So, if you go around with exactly the same horn and start honking from different directions, the dogs don't know what the fuck's going on and they get distracted. So... And the dogs will be playful. They'll come up to you and go like, "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff." So you can just play with the dogs and just keep them distracted from hunting foxes.
Just nick their dog. No, don't nick people's dogs.
That's what they call it, though. These people who are pro fox hunting, they say they're kidnapping our dogs, and I'm like, no, not really. They're just distracting them for a bit, you know.
Yeah, if you can have your dog back. I don't want to pay the vet bills.
Yeah. There's probably some massive vet bills on that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to distract your dogs for a bit. It's like if you throw your ball in the park and somebody else's dog chases after it. That's not nicking someone's dog.
That's just distracting the dog.
Yeah, it's just the dog got distracted because,
And then you throw the ball next to your van and you open the door to the van and check the door in there. What?
So yeah, they distract the dogs. They like feed them when they shouldn't, that kind of thing.
Just feed their dogs.
Some of the ones like in the documentaries you'll see on the internet, they wear masks because they didn't want their faces known because they might get the police sicked on them or whatever. So some of them wear masks. Most of them don't. Quite a lot of the really famous like big names in this kind of thing, they are like they go face out because they're like, fuck you, what are you gonna do to me? Everybody already knows who I am. So they just, show up and, obstruct in their own way, completely like no mask and not giving a shit.
I like that.
Yeah, I admire the balls on that. You can also annoy people who like allow fox hunting to go on through their land because it's not all owned by the same fox hunters.
Yeah.
But if it goes through their land, it's like they have to get permission for that. And, rich fucks, they like giving permission to other rich fucks, whatever. So if anyone owns the land, you can annoy the fuck out of them as well, just by sort of walking over it. And then they'll shout at you for trespassing. It's like, what about those guys on the horses, dickhead?
I gave them permission because they're my cousins.
Yeah, my cousin's auntie's third thing removed, whatever, we're all inbred.
That's why we have a second chin.
Yeah.
Third chin.
Or no chin. There's also a lot of obviously these tactics they tend to bait people into conflict. So while most of the time the huntsmen try and be polite as long as they're on film, quite a lot, if they don't realize they're being filmed, they will just beat the shit out of people. They'll just like try and attack people with their horses, try and run them over, hit them with sticks, throw things at them. I don't think they've ever tried sicking the dogs on them because the dogs aren't really trained for that.
I think if you sick a dog,
that's attempted murder,
and also you will kill your dog, which you want to use for hunting.
Yeah.
Because I think in most cases when a dog attacks a human being, the outcome is that the dog gets put down.
Yeah, and if you've been sicking a dangerous animal on somebody, then that animal gets taken out of the equation, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is then they will lose their dog.
Yeah, and probably all of their dogs because of animal cruelty. It all sort of cascades from there if they actually do anything really violent like that. So. People don't get shot either. So, but there is a lot of violence that sort of breaks out because the guys on the horses just cannot understand why people don't want them to murder animals. So,
me neither.
So instead, they decide to beat the shit out of people, telling them to not be awful, which is sort of proving their point. But yeah. Usually the fights that sort of break out, you see it in videos a lot. It's usually just like a hunter trying to call them like racist or something because they hate countryside people. Like they're not bright.
That's not how racism works.
No, it's not. But it's guys getting up in your face constantly, like telling you to fuck off, and the guys with the with the cameras and the masks going, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm standing here lawfully. This is a public right of way, bitch."
Yeah, because you have the right to film it in public.
You do,
but you don't have. I don't think you have the right to use people's images in content.
No, you
right?
don't.
That's how it works.
No, you need to sign a release for that. But they're not using it for content. They're using it for criminal evidence gathering. They're using it for gathering evidence of illegal behavior, which I think is just peachy. That's what it's there for. That's what phones were, given cameras so we could film twats.
No, phones were made so we can be spied by the government, so they can actually monitor our buying habits and our drug habits and our drinking habits.
Yeah, that's true. That's
what phones were made for.
Unfortunately, they're not going to use it to stop fox hunting.
Yeah, they're not used for fox hunting. But it's fine. They can start using that for porn fox hunting.
Porn fox hunting. Yeah, Keir Starmer's managed to outlaw wanking, but he's still kind of on the fence about tearing apart animals.
That's actually a really good point, right?
Yeah. Pornography is a scourge that's corrupting society.
Yeah, but the fact that they're hunting small animals is not a scourge, right? Where's your priorities, you fucking wet noodle?
Yeah, he hasn't got any priorities. He's like head empty. There is no thoughts there. He's just sort of, a blank face.
Weren't they talking about dissolving the government?
Oh God, no, that's actually a really nice little segue. I'm kind of done talking about fox hunting now. What I would like people to do if they listen to this is to go out,
And
See if
fox
you-
hunters. Oh, no. Fox hunters.
Become a hunt saboteur. Fuck it, why not? I mean, you're not doing anything illegal. They're doing the illegal thing. You're not. So, follow these people around. Annoy them. Ask why they really love tearing apart things that are small and can't fight back. Ask if that's why their families are inbred, because of all the sexual abuse that went on in generations past.
Allegedly. Fuck me. Dude. Can't afford a lawsuit.
Hey, we're not naming specific people, just rich people. There's too many of them for them to, they're probably, if there are any rich people who are descended from inbreds thinking of this, like, fuck. He didn't mention me by name, I can't sue. But yeah, go out, enjoy a nice, weekend of hunt saboteuring. It's very fun. If you live in a rural area, it's probably good for your local environment as well. Annoy the fuck out of these people.
It's a nice walk, you need to lose some weight if I.
Yeah, you need to keep up with some horses. You've got to move, man. You've got to shift. So try and just give it a try, Maybe if there's enough people there, taking the piss out of them and calling them inbred mongoloids who should, be eradicated from the gene pool, then hopefully something good might happen.
I'm just gonna say an allegedly here because
that doesn't work for everything, dude.
I don't know how to protect us.
I'd also like to apologise to the people of Mongolia. They're nowhere near as inbred as the British nobility. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Speaking
of inbred fucks who are ruining Britain, I took a little bit of inspiration from you last week, my dude.
Did you got some news for me?
Yeah. I figured we'd cap this off with a news story from the sunny Isle of Great Britain.
Okay, cool.
Because there's so many news stories that pop up that I want to talk about and you want to talk about, and so we're just going to sneak them in at the end of the show.
Okay.
Just a little segment I like to call the story of the week.
Story of the week. So is it going to be a funny one? Should we ask that person to stop listening now because we don't want to ruin her day?
It's going to be a funny one if you're a massive politics nerd like me.
Okay, cool. So you know who you are. It's going to be boring as fuck. It's going to be depressing as fuck. So thank you for listening so far. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and Billy's going to tell us a weird story. Go on.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, so, did you know that UKIP has changed their logo?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes.
That's a beautiful logo,
isn't it? It's a beautiful logo.
It's a nice logo you got there.
It's got like a classic feel to it,
Yeah, it feels like a very 1930s.
Yes.
It's
Art
like
Deco.
It's very sort of a Germanic feel to it, embracing your
Anglo-Saxon
sort of, Germanic roots, because the royal family comes from that part of the world.
That's true. Our royals are technically
so they're kind of giving an homage to their Germanic roots from the 1930s.
It's also a Christian symbol. Did you know?
It is a Christmas. You're right.
Yeah.
It feels very crusade kind of in a way.
Yeah. It has a Deus Vult heretic kind of.
It feels almost like I want
some
to
kind
go
of religious
conquer
war.
people. I almost give me the feel like when I look at it.
Okay, we can drop the bit.
We can drop the bit. Yeah.
It's
fucking
the Iron
Nazis.
It's a Nazi shit, man. It's the Iron fucking Cross. What the fuck are they doing? What the actual fuck?
But at least I think they're just coming out. They're like, oh, we're done with this shit. We just need to show people we're actually Nazis.
Yeah, basically they are. I mean, UKIP has had a staggering drop off since its heyday about 10 years ago. Because it used to be UKIP.
Yeah, because they got us out of their crime achievements, getting it out of fucking Europe.
Yeah, fucked us up.
Yeah, fucked us up, and they're like, we're done now. We're just actually we're actually Nazis this whole time.
Yeah, Farage has long since left UKIP behind. He started Reform, which is still
is still a Nazi organization.
Still kind of a Nazi organization, but they're not as fucking stupid about it as the old UKIP party.
Yeah, because they don't actually show it.
Yeah, because UKIP doesn't matter, and when you don't matter and nobody's looking at you, you can get away with more shit. And the fun fact: the new founder of the new leader of UKIP is a personal trainer.
Is he?
Yeah. And I have this theory that people who dedicate their lives to becoming a personal trainer are inherently Nazis. And
are they?
Every single personal trainer I've ever met, you ever get them talking about politics, they start talking about how weak people should be crushed under the heel of a jackboot. Seriously. Either that or they're anti-vaxxers.
I know personal trainers.
Yeah, but you don't talk politics with personal trainers.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's true. Get a couple of beers in them and you'll see they'll just start spouting off some shit about Jews or whatever. It won't take long. There's a lot of personal trainers that I've met have sort of been kind of they're free thinkers, or they think of themselves as free thinkers, which means they believe in any conspiracy theory going. They're not especially bright, and this is true of this guy, specifically this guy whose name I didn't even bother to look up, because at the end of the day, what is he, like a city councillor in Crawley or something? Who gives
Is
a
he?
fuck? I don't know what his actual name is or his seat or anything. I don't think he's even got a seat. He's just a guy who runs UKIP now. And it's like, he looks like a shit used car salesman.
If you look up UKIP leader at the moment, still Nigel Farage pictures are the first ones that come up.
Imagine being overshadowed by a man that looks like a frog got cancer.
Nick Tenkani?
Oh, yeah, something like that, yeah.
As of January 2026, when they changed the logo.
Yeah. New management, bitch. And we're
New
all
management,
Nazis.
new Nazis. Yay.
I actually, for the sake of a little bit of a laugh, I went on the UKIP website to see if they've updated their logo, and they haven't yet. They haven't got the logo on the front page yet. They're just putting it on their business cards, apparently. But
he looks like an absolute fucking cunt.
Oh yeah, he looks like the kind
Allegedly.
of guy... You can't say that, it's fine. But yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who would give you like unsolicited advice while you're playing a fruit machine. Or...
Yeah, no, it feels like, mate, you haven't taken your protein shake today. Can you just, it's all about the create. I actually say that kind of shit. Actually.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But I'm not a Nazi though, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
This guy, on the other hand, he he says he writes a lot. Okay, he put a lot of his own quotes on the website. Stuff like Britain is an evangelical Christian country, and we should stay that way. Like the light of Christ is the only light in the world. It's lots of Christio-fascist religious shit. He calls people who criticize his new logo, by the way, this will make you laugh, Christophobic.
Oh, so he's trying to go on the route of, it's a phobia.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. But here's the thing. And we talked about this so many times, and I feel like a broken record. Church and state. Separate.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's supposed to be that way.
To be honest, the weird thing is, even though the Church of State technically isn't separate in Britain, it basically is because nobody cares. The government runs the church. Okay, it's Church of England. Nobody gives a fuck. You know? That's most people.
But the reason why church and state are supposed to be, because especially in the UK, when you... I told this story before. This is why it's annoying me, because nobody listens to me. Like and subscribe. Right, so the way when you do any sort of education as a foreigner in this country, one of the subjects that they make you fucking study is British values.
Oh yeah, they changed those a lot.
but the British values that I was taught when I did my manager fucking level bullshit was British values. Was our British values? We accept and we want to work with everybody. We're very inclusive. We're inclusive with this. We're inclusive with that. We don't discriminate because of religion, because of ethnicity, or whatever sex. So they teach you this, and they fucking drill you into it. They fucking recorded me saying, it was proper interview, having me say this, as in I felt like I need to say this because the Queen's gonna be upset with me. It's like they drill it into you, and then these fucking assholes come along and go against British values, and
then they say, British values is about hating black people, innit? It's basically that.
Why did you give it
the London voice? I don't know. It's kind of a weird, my accents are all over the place.
But I'm just saying, it's like you can't come as a fucking... Anyway, go on. Please.
Yeah, basically half of their website on UKIP is about banning burqas. And here's a question. For anyone who genuinely supports banning burqas, if you're that kind of idiot, how are you going to enforce that?
And
head coverings that are illegal now. So no hats, no beanies, no hoodies. Oh, no hoodies. That's a head covering. So you can't, not allowed to... you can't cover your head with a scarf. Oh, all right. What if an old lady is going, walking to church?
I had a Hollywood joke. What does that mean? I can't wear my white hood anymore? No, but that's a joke. That's just a joke.
Yeah, the thing is, when, burn the burqa, it sounds really intelligent if you're a fucking retard, but if you're not, then the idea of actually, banning, a piece of clothing is actually really fucking difficult, It's a bit like doing a mask mandate,
But here's another question. Maybe they want to wear those burqas. Maybe they're not forced of wearing those burqas. I know somebody.
I know plenty of people who wear it voluntarily.
She chooses to wear her burqa, and she wants it.
Yeah.
She wants to wear it. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean... You can't fight people, man. What they basically want to do is, banning the burqa is basically just an excuse to, oh, look, there's a Muslim. They're being illegal because they're wearing something. That's basically it.
Yeah.
They just want to point at brown people and go, fuck you. And you're now being arrested by the morality police. Which is, funnily enough, what they do in Iran.
You looked... Because you said you went on the website. How
Hitlerite is it?
No.
Very Hitlerite.
So, I need everybody to go on their phones right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting. Are you on your phone? Okay, look up UKIP leaders and then choose on the website. Yeah, good job. So you see the face of the guy, right? And then if you look underneath him, oh, look, another white guy. Oh, look, another white guy. Oh, look, another old white guy.
And they've all got the same expression.
Exactly.
The same expression. Oh, I know that guy. That guy's a fucking freak. Is he? Yeah, that counselor. He was the one who did the Nazi salute.
Did he?
Yeah, he's a vicar who, claims to be anti-woke, and when Elon Musk did a Nazi salute.
Oh, look, you know how we talked about fox hunting?
Oh, is that a fox hunting guy in a fox hunting jacket?
The Welsh spokesman has sort of looks very like fox hunting background.
Yeah, he's got a horse in the background.
And then the North Ireland spokesman does not have a picture because
he doesn't want to get nurked by the provost, basically. Yeah, so most of UKIP's stuff on their website reads like Twitter. Like all their policy stuff is basically fuck immigrants, set fire to the boats. We need to military blockade the channel. We should nuke Greenland. We love Donald Trump. They want to create an ICE for Britain. They want to create a British version of ICE, which I imagine is lots of masked thugs showing up and saying, "Excuse me, kindly, do you mind going down to the deportation place? Thank you. No, smash." They'll ask you politely before they beat the shit out of you.
But I don't think that's possible in the UK.
Oh, it's possible, boy. I mean,
reckon?
They're going to try. I imagine if the Tories or the Reform Party get in, they're going to try and do an ICE. They're going to try and build some sort of ICE equivalent.
I repeat what my colleague said. We already did fashions, some guys. Can we try something else for a change? We already been there.
These guys are... I mean, if you read it, it's all pathetic. It reads like, Twitter LARPing, basically. It's like every neo-Nazi on Twitter. I was having Twitter flashbacks just going through this website. Like, fuck me. I've seen this all so many times. It's so fucking tired. Why are you people trying this? And the reason they're trying it is because, at the end of the day, they've not got nowhere else to go. Reform has already hoovered up the rest of the right-wing votes. So UKIP isn't going to get any votes anytime soon. So in order to get some sort of relevance, they have to distinguish themselves by being as openly Hitlerish as possible. And
great.
It's probably not worth even keeping an eye on them because they're not going to be relevant for a long time.
No, because I don't think they're going to get that much traction.
No, they're not. I mean, Reform's right there, and most people don't want to actually admit that they're Nazis.
And also, Green Party.
And the Green Party is surging, yeah. So
it's 14% at the moment, I think.
Yeah, I saw 16% yesterday, but anyway, that is our story of the week. This is the end of this podcast. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Do like and subscribe. I mean, we do talk about things that are more upbeat than this sometimes, but I hope we managed to make.
If you don't write it, yeah.
That's very fair.
All right. See you guys next time.
See you guys. Fuck fox hunting.